In this box here, we have a full setup from the guys over at Wheeltop. And in here, open this all up here. So in here, we got some nice boxes, and I'll say their packaging is on point for this stuff. So first we got in here, this is going to be our full hydraulic disc brakes here. We're not going to be installing that in this video. It's going to be another video. We're going to do a full video setting up the hydraulic disc brakes on this as well. So full hydraulic disc brakes in there. Comes with the bleed kit for the hydraulic disc brakes as well. Alright, so like I said, we're installing the EDS disc brake setup, the full hydraulic disc brake setup from good friends at Wheeltop here. Comes all nice and together here. Comes with new hydraulic calipers as well as hoses to connect everything. Right now we have our front lever already on. We have our cable out of our fork. So we left our housing there because we're going to need to feed down one of our feeding wires down there to pull our housing back up and keep it going, because there's not a tube inside that fork. It's just hollow. You got to make sure it aims in the right place. Awesome packaging again. We'll throw that off to the side. Open up our disc brake setup here. Get rid of our lid. Nice foam pack top on the top. Wheeltop mineral oil. So these are mineral oil calipers. Thank goodness they're mineral oil. I really don't want to deal with dot fluid. Get those off to the side. And inside here, we got our brakes. So we got our parts in here. We'll get to that in a second. Let's take a look at the brakes here. All right, so this is obviously our front one here. Look at that. That looks good. That looks pretty sleek. So there's that. We got finned brake pads in there. They put a little screw in there to keep the fluid from coming out. Okay. Okay. Hopefully that's enough. That's not a very long hose. Hopefully that's enough to make it up there. These are really cool. These look really nice. There's the front. These are full metal. They feel good quality. And there's our rear one. So that's there. That's a smart idea to put a freaking screw in the hose to hold that off. That's really cool. Okay, so there's our bleed port right there. Mineral oil in. So it's not a bleeder port like you'd find on Shimano's. It's more like what you'd find on a TRP is kind of what I'm seeing here. So get that. They look really cool. I like them. This bike had cable actuated brakes on it, so this will be a big improvement going to full hydraulics. So we got that. And then our parts here. Okay, so we got our adapter brackets to make them work on their forks. Okay, to convert from essentially a 140, from a 140 mount to a 160. We got our hardware in here. We have our brake fitting stuff in here. Okay. Cool. So I have actually never installed hydraulic disc brakes, full hydraulic disc brakes on a drop bar bike before. It's not really been a thing when I worked at bike shops. You were getting maybe cable brakes. So it's going to be kind of an experience to figure this all out, how it all works here. So let's get the old caliper off. We'll get, I guess we need to mount our new caliper to its bracket. And then we need to feed up a cable into our old housing, pull our line through, pull our new hose through, see what we're looking lengthwise. Hopefully we're pretty good. And then attach it at the top. I think it should be pretty good. It's a little bit more, I feel like it's going to be a little bit more complicated than a mountain bike, just because you can't leave. There's not a big hole. Your cables don't just all run in front. Cables and hoses don't just run in front of the bars. They kind of got to tuck underneath the bar tape, and you want it to look nice and neat. So it's a little bit more complicated, I feel like, but I think we can figure it out. So let's move on over. Let's get this one off. Get our new caliper installed onto its bracket. Figure out which bolts we're even going to use in here, and then we'll now start mounting it up to here. I lied. The State Bicycle fork actually does have an internal sleeve. The old stock fork did not have an internal sleeve. There we go. Okay. So we're going to go ahead, pop our little block out there, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to, now that we got that fed through, we're just going to get our caliper where it needs to go now. That looks pretty sick. Look at that. I like that. Okay. Now we move up top, and we start making our connections up here next. So let's move on up there. Okay, so up at the bars, obviously got our new hose right here. And we got our lever. So our lever, if we pull back the hood, which by the way, it's a little bit tight. It's sort of stiff of a hood. But if we pull that hood back, our connection is right here, is where we're actually gonna connect this line to. So I think we're gonna end up cutting this hose. This is a little bit long, in my opinion, for this. So I don't wanna cut this too short, because that would not be good. Okay, so that's kind of what we're looking at. So that goes like right there. What do you think? Be yay right there, and we'll kind of loop this guy around. So let's get our cutters here. Okay, we have mineral oil everywhere. Let's go ahead and throw our fitting on there. Throw our one guy on here. Come on. And we gotta get this guy in. Back into a circle. Slippery hands. Some mineral oil. All right, here we go. Okay. That'll set. Leaking mineral oil everywhere. Perfect, just like I like it. We have, hopefully this is a 5. Of course, it's not a 5. Uh-oh. Okay, we got a 6 maybe. All right, there we go. Maybe. Come on. It's leaking everywhere. Oh, I should have been a little more prepared. Okay, 6. Let's unscrew this guy. Okay. Out pops that guy. In pops this guy. With our fittings here. Need a wrench. I was not prepped for this. I think it's an 8. I was so not prepared to do this right here. Right in here, right now. I should have waited a second. Make sure I had a wrench, you know. Oh, hey. Works. Hey, actually feels good too. Kind of nice because I'm not positive how to bleed these. Feels pretty good. Okay, now we need to strap this guy to our bars here. And I think we're good with the front. That's pretty cool. That looks pretty slick. I like that. That really wasn't that difficult. It doesn't feel like it needs to be bled at all. That feels nice and firm. About like I'd expect of a full hydraulic brake. But there's one. If we need to figure out how to bleed it, I guess we got to figure that out sometime. Here's where the battery is. I honestly have no idea how to bleed these things. But that feels good. I'm not going to worry about having to bleed it because it feels good. If it didn't feel good, I'd bleed it, but it feels good. But yeah, that feels good. Let me adjust it down at the actual caliper, get it lined up. Then we got to unwrap the other side of the bars and we can get to work on the rear brake. Woo, doggy. We're going to have a hydraulic disc brakes on the gravel bike. So honestly, the install on these brakes, the EDS brakes here, was pretty easy. I thought it would be a lot harder. I've never installed hydraulic disc brakes on a drop bar bike before. And so I was slightly concerned that, yeah, it might be a pain in the butt, but realistically, it's about the same as doing it on a mountain bike. Besides where you have to remove all the bar tape and get new bar tape if your bar tape rips. So other than that, it went on just like mountain bike brakes. You do have to be more precise, like I kind of mentioned. You have to be more precise with your housing, with your hose length here, because you know you have it to get it underneath your bar wrap right here. So it has to kind of come nicely. You can't just have it just out in front of your bike like you would on a drop bar bike on a mountain bike and not really worry about it. Sure, you can. It will look super ugly on a drop bar bike, but yeah. Other than that, it looks good. I also shortened it up a bit too. This is shorter than it would have come factory from Poseidon. So it is shorter, but it still lets you go all the way, plus some, and it'll tighten up all the way to there. So it'll let you go all the way to your bars fully turned. I think it looks a little bit better with it shorter. The other ones are still long as heck, so this is a little shorter, makes it nicer. You know, for me, it was, I'm there, let me make them the right length that I want them to be while I'm there doing it. Otherwise, you gotta take the bar tape off to adjust the length, to cut them down. They give you everything you need. It's hard to say that these were not a good brake to install. They're really easy to do. And for the kit they come with, the EDS GeX kit, it works really good. I'm excited to get these out on the road, test out the wireless shifting that you guys will see, and that you probably saw in a previous video. But I'm excited to test both those out and see how well they work on this bike. If anything, we upgraded the brakes massively from a cable actuated, from essentially just a cable actuated brake to full hydraulic brakes. We did a massive upgrade just with that. So I'm looking forward to riding this thing. We can hit some hard stuff now. And now we're actually gonna get in trouble. This is what happens. This is what happens. I do stuff like this, and then I get myself into trouble. But it's kind of hard not to be in trouble on this bike in the first place. Now I can get myself out of trouble maybe with the hydraulic brakes. I do need to get some black zip ties, some small black zip ties to zip tie instead of the little clips that clip onto the frame. I don't like those. They fall off. Obviously, I was missing one already somehow. I don't know where it went. But I was missing one already, so I need to get zip ties, black zip ties, and zip tie those on the frame. Just more secure. I just don't have any black ones right now, so yeah. So we just gotta do that, but other than that, super happy with them. I gotta get this bike fully set up, and then we'll go for a test ride, and ultimately I'll give you guys a longer term review on this thing. I'll let you know how the brakes are, how the shifting is, of course, because that came in this kit too. And I'll let you guys know whether this was a really good deal or not. Right now, I'm going, yes, it was a really good deal. But you guys will see my review here in a few weeks on how this bike actually rides now that with this big upgrade. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, learned how to do hydraulic brakes on a drop bar bike. If you did, give this video a big thumbs up. Appreciate the support. Any comments or questions, let me know down in the comment section below. I love talking to you guys. I love answering questions you guys have. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching today.